Hey guys, how you doing? Today is, oh here it is. It's Friday, January 23rd. I just have to fill up my bike with some gas. We just had some leftover gas from the hurricane when we filled up our bikes. So I figured I will use that because I'm running on empty and I do not want to push my scooter down the road. But today we are going to go on a field trip. We're going to go to the Crystal Caves. And I've been out there once before with the kids, and I'm actually, to be honest, a little afraid of the caves. But they take you on tours. Do you hear the cardinal? I hear the cardinal. Okay, I can't do this with one hand, so I gotta put you down. Get the gas in my tank. My bike is so dirty right now. Here's my gas tank. I got my gas can. Okay, so hang on. All right, gas tank is filled. A little bit of spillage. It's all right. I'm sure I won't blow up. My scooter has never taken $5 worth of gas. You can't physically put $5 worth of gas in it. It won't fit. I think it's only like about $4.50 to fill my scooter from empty. So pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go get my jacket, and I have a parcel that I have to mail, and we'll be off. We'll go to the Crystal Caves. So the Crystal Caves were discovered by some kids who were playing cricket back in the day, and I gotta wash my hands. I got gas on my hands. I'll do that in the laundry sink, not where we put the food. So apparently the story goes, these kids were playing cricket. I'll put you on the pile of laundry. Isn't that convenient that I have a big pile of laundry for you to rest on? Yeah, the story is they were playing cricket, and their cricket ball went down in this cave, and they went down in there, and they discovered these crystal caves. They're really beautiful. I took the kids probably the first year we lived here. Our first full summer, and the kids totally freaked me out because it just feels like there's going to be like a beluga whale or something pop up under like the water that's down in the cave. But they're really pretty. I've been to the Crystal Caves, and then there's Fantasy Caves. I think we'll just do Crystal Caves again because I know what it's like. This is me trying to get out the door, totally unorganized. All right, I'm just off to the post office, and then we'll be on our way. I just have to unlock my bike. Okay, so we're here at the Crystal and Fantasy Caves. There you go. This is it. Just up the road there is the Swizzle. It's the Swizzle restaurant. So I'll take you there when I leave here, just so you can see how far up the road it is. You just have to keep in mind there's no sidewalks. Now the caves obviously are not going to be wheelchair friendly because you've got to walk down into the caves, but it's a beautiful property right here. Right by the parking lot. There's a little gift shop, and there's a little cafe over there. Cafe Olay. So pretty cool. Alright. So you can see both caves and save $14. So it's $30 for adults. So I might do that just to see both of them. Came all the way out here. So Crystal Caves is 83 steps. Tour takes 25 minutes. And this one's 88 steps. And I've never seen the fantasy one, so we might as well do that. All right, cool. Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm here.
you guys can touch. I'll point that towards you once you get lovely place. Look, I've been to Nova Scotia plenty of times. This was starting in Venice with glasses, baby girl right out, and left like exactly how it is. But now at the bottom of the stairs, we're no longer in the man-made part, all naturally made after that there, okay? Except for the lighting, the concrete, and the PVC piping, of course. Alright, straight this way here. Legs. Tie the rope around the tree and start making the way down. From up there to the water side here is 130 feet. Once those boys got down here, guess what they did?
Went for a swim.
Got that right. They went swimming for 3 hours. And during that time, they was trying to find another way out. They could not. Then they climbed right back out of the hill, 130 feet up. But once those boys got off safely, with bumps and bruises of course, they ran home to their parents. Told the parents what they had found. The parents told the Wilkinsons. The Wilkinsons is a very wealthy family. You can say they own practically everything in this area. And they still own this cave and the fantasy cave to this day. But 1 year later, in 1908, they opened up this cave to the public. And they had 165 wooden spiral steps coming down that hill. And one of the first lucky people who used to come down here was Mark Twain. Is everybody familiar with Mark Twain? Yes? Well, he was one of the lucky ones to get to go on a boat ride, similar to that one right there as you all see in the water. But the end, you step up now for maintenance reasons. So sorry, no boat rides today if you're just wondering that. If you guys want a boat ride, you guys should have came for 1912. That's the last boat ride in this cave in Bermuda. So sorry you just missed it by 103 years ago. Okay? But the boat ride, the self-guided tours did not last as long at all. The reason why? Because people used to come down here, destroying the formations. For example, cut off the little tips of the stalactites, take them home as souvenirs. So you can say destroying the cave slowly but surely. But between 1912 and 1914, like I said, they blasted out that beautiful entry that the guys can do today. It took them roughly 2 years to do that. And ever since then, they were doing guided tours. I'm going to continue on with this tour once we guys get onto that bridge over there. Just remind you guys, this is a floating pontoon bridge. It's going to sway, it's going to move. But trust me, you'll not fall over unless you really try to, okay? It's just V6, but not that heavy. On the average day, I have 40 people with me on that bridge, alright? So you guys are good. Okay. But the bridge is back, this bridge is slippery. Take you guys time to enjoy this bridge. The water temperature is in between 69 and 74 all year round. It doesn't really change.
It doesn't change.
Watch your step right here, guys. Watch your step. But like I said, you guys have to duck, okay? Please. Yeah. Alright? You have to duck. When you're ducking, make sure you look up so you're clear, alright? Picture of this here video. You know, you can come and keep up. Show my boss how good it is.
Is this lower than it
The tide's high, so we got to duck because the bridge has moved up.
This is about as low as you get or high?
This is all how high as you get.
As high as you get, whatever.
You guys feel like Indiana Jones just a bit, right? Or you're talking in BB.
As long as there's no snakes, we'll be good.
And that's a good thing about this cave here. There's no animals in this cave whatsoever. Might get a cockroach here and there, but nothing like that there.
Fish can't get in?
No, I'm gonna get to that part real soon. Actually, they can, but I'm gonna get to that part real soon.
Oh, okay.
But what you guys think of the cave so far?
Yeah, wow.
You guys like it so far?
No.
Yeah.
Is you guys first time walking on water? Ice skating did not count, Justin. Yeah. I was at deposits. Deposits that start off at these small, skeleton guys on the ceiling here. They're very hollow and very fragile as well. We guys call them soda straw formations. Once these soda straw formations gets clogged up by the calcite deposits, they start from bigger ones into stalactites, or the big ones along the ceiling here. Where the stalactites drop the rainwater onto the cave floor, it creates stalagmites like this guy in the water right here. Can anybody guess how tall this one is? I'll give you a hint, it's in the teens.
What, how tall?
How tall it is.
18.
18? Well, come down 4 feet. That is 14
Okay.
feet high. You can put an average man on top of him and he will have a foot, maybe a foot and a half of water above his head. The reason why it looks close but it's really not is because how the water is mixed. The first inch of water is fresh, then it gets to brackish water, then it gets to salt water. And all this water here comes from the body of water around the airport called the Castle Harbor. So that means that divers can literally swim from here out to the airport and swim from here out to Fantasy Cave. And the deepest part to swim out to the airport is 400 feet deep. They said it's so cold down there, it's like being in a snowstorm with just a t-shirt on. But me, I've not been in swimming before, so I have no idea how that really feels like. And that's the honest to God truth, it really is.
So they do swim under there occasionally, do they?
Once a year.
Once a
to
year.
clean out the cave system and explore the cave system as well. The reason why I say clean out the cave system, because once you guys get the back of the cave, you guys will see some belongings down there, sunglasses, hats, and there's a cell phone right down here as well, guys.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, people drop things.
See that black thing down there?
Oh.
I know you saw it. Yeah, there's a little cell phone down there.
So why are there not more stalagmites in the grove?
The reason why no more stalagmites and these stalagmites are there because that happened during the last recent ice age. That's because this whole cave and all the other caves in the system was once burned dry. During the last ice age, 18,000 years ago, the water rose up 550 feet to where today. We are at sea level, same as outside. Outside goes between 3 and 5 feet, and here between 2 and 3 feet. So all these stalactites at the bottom of my cave, that proves to you in here used to be burned dry. Alright? But these guys are dead now, they cannot grow. They cannot grow. No, they can't.
No.
And this guy's gonna stay exactly the rest of our lifetime and the rest of our family's lifetime as well. But to give you no idea what's the difference on these the water tides, like I said, it's completely high tide right now. My head is very close to the ceiling, to this stalactite right here. But when it's low tide, completely low tide, my head is down here. Alright? Between 2 and 3 feet every 6 hours, twice a day. So by later on this afternoon, my head is going to be covered just right here. Okay? The top of my head. So and when they come back to work tomorrow morning, she'll be probably like right here going back up towards high tide. Because the time like around 12 o'clock later on tonight, she'll be completely low tide going back up towards high tide.
So your more average high tide level has your head here.
Yeah.
So we're another foot above.
Yeah, basically say, but this is completely high, the highest point right here. Okay? And if you guys are wondering why the fish, crabs, any type of life form in this water, that is because of no natural light for vegetation for fish to eat. But we do get fish in a very, very rare though because they come pull in out the tides. But if they stay there too long, obviously they will die over time. This is the part of the story. And once the stalactite and the stalagmite join together, they form these two granddaddies over here. These here are the two oldest and the two biggest columns in Bermuda. They are between 1.6 and 2 million years old. From the waterline up stands another 10 to 15 feet. From the waterline down stands another 5 to 10 feet. And this guy right here, I say those are the grocery store Christmas a little bit. Got his head, eyes, nose, and teeth right down there in the water. I bet you he'd be spray painted in green, he look exactly like him. And the stalactite and the stalagmite, they grow at an average rate of 1 cubic inch per 100 years. Very long time to grow, a little too long for me to tell you guys the truth. But yeah guys, we're going straight back to the back of the cave now, straight this way here. Remember, watch your heads and remember no touching guys, alright? Make sure you touch, okay?
Isn't that pretty?
And it shows that if it's too high, we have to clear the cave for at least an hour or two for the tide to settle right back down. Because if if the tide is still going up, that's a problem. Okay. So we do come on cut off tours, stop tours for at least an hour, maybe an hour or two, just for the tide to settle right back down to be safe for we guys to walk through. Alright?
So it's on its way down now. Is it past high tide?
Maybe you'll see. Once that part where is ducking, at part where we're really ducking, if we duck just a bit more, that means the tide is still going up, and that's a little problem. Okay? But if the tide is if we have to duck just a bit less, that means the tide is going down, and that's good. Alright? But I'd like to give you guys a quick little feel of what these boys came down to. I am gonna shut off the lights. It is gonna be complete darkness. All I ask you guys from me is, can I write this cover up you guys backlights on your phones, cameras, and tablets? No
Okay.
lights on whatsoever. And no pictures where the lights off as well. And to give you guys a little idea, some of these stalactites and stalagmites are translucent. Nice, beautiful color inside them. But trust me, those shoes really and truly solid. You do not want to walk in these things. I know from experience, guys. Not worth it at all, trust me. Okay.
Wow.
But what you guys think of my cave now?
It's beautiful.
That's cool.
You guys like it or love it?
Love it.
Oh, I put a smile on my face. And just for the record, guys, this thing right here is really made up for the light. That's not part of formation, that is man-made. Just getting through it out there, because trust me, a good people still think that's part of formation.
All right, what was your name, tour guide?
Terrence Smith.
Terrence Smith.
Come visit me, guys. All right.
So Swizzle's just right across the street there. Swizzle, yeah. Point out the food.
We were there, not yesterday, the day before.
Oh, did you? Did you sign the gospel?
And up. Use the handrails, steps, the walkways and the handrails are all very slippery.
These are the fantasy caves.
Alright guys,
It
so
was really steep coming
as
down.
I believe the tide is starting to rise, or continuing to rise, we're going to talk about this side first. What you'll find in this cave here is that it's the same type of cave as Crystal Cave. Right? It's a limestone cave. The formations are the same. Stalactites that hang from the ceiling and stalagmites that form from the ground. Columns when the two meet. Alright?
There's a staircase we
You
came
also have
down.
flow stones where the water flows along the contours of the wall, giving it its still flowing effect. You can see a very active area of it here. And draperies or curtains are the flat style formations that you find throughout the cave on the ceiling, on the first cave ceilings. All of the formations are formed by the water that's dripping. That water is rain. It's taken weeks and months for the water to go from raindrop to cave drop. Wherever the water goes or falls, the formations can then form there. The average growth rate of a formation in the cave is a cubic inch per 100 years, and the cave is estimated to be somewhere between 1.6 and 2 million years old. Alright. Water itself is ocean water. It's sea level, it's tidal. It rises and falls every 6 hours. Like I said, I still think the water is rising. With the humidity being so high, condensation forms. And the condensation builds along the walls, ceilings, and formations. It creates that rough surface that you see here and all throughout the cave, which is called popcorn formation. Popcorn formation is typically found in humid areas of cave, but because the cave is so humid on a regular basis, you'll find the popcorn formation forming in very large forms and sometimes forming as part of clusters as well.
Now, why isn't it?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Popcorn,
Two questions. Popcorn.
does that take us long to form?
It does take quite a long time. It doesn't take as long as the stalactites do, but the process is pretty much the same. So when I say not as long, it's roughly about a cubic inch per 100 years as well, but you'll notice it more because of the accelerating dripping in the cave, or condensation in the cave.
Now, with the humidity and the darkness and everything, why isn't it moldy and smelly and musty
There's
down
still
in here?
movement of the air.
Okay.
Every 6 hours, there's a good refresh of the water.
Okay.
Of the air, and that comes from the water rising and falling.
Oh, okay.
So when the tide drops,
Yeah.
you're going to notice that this cave cools down a lot.
Yeah.
And you'll notice it feels like it's not really a lot, but it feels like a lot because it's always so warm in here.
Okay.
You notice when we came in, the humidity, you
Yeah.
hit that humidity wall.
Yeah.
That's because the tide is up high and
Okay.
it's pushed it up that high.
Because I know when my house has been closed up and it's humid,
Right, but
it's
also
like
the air can pass
musty.
through the limestone because it's
Oh,
porous.
okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does it go out to the ocean that way?
I have 1,000,001 answers. Whether or not they are sarcastic or not is a different story.
He was saying that during Hurricane Faye that we had, this boat floated up. The water was up to about here, and the boat floated into this area. And then a few days later, when we had Hurricane Gonzalo, the big one, the boat was still up, and it floated back into its space. So they didn't bother doing it. But yeah, he said the water was up about this high, and they couldn't get down here. There was no lights or anything anyway, so it was okay. But it's a cool picture.
Cave, it was discovered in 1907. Crystal, this one here was 1909. Purely happenstance. A gardener was clearing an area for his bosses, the Haycock family, and he found the hole. He mentions this to his boss, Arthur Haycock, who comes over, takes a look, and thinks, hey, maybe I have a cave on my property as well. And the best thing for him to do is to get someone to go into the hole and see what was down there. So what he does is he actually hires one of the two boys that discovered Crystal Cave to lower himself into the hole. Now, why wouldn't Arthur Haycock go into the hole himself? He wasn't an old man, but I'm not an old man, and I'm not going into that hole. I would make my nephew go in there. He's 13. Get the crazy kids to do it, right? So he hires 15-year-old Carl Gibbons, one of the two boys, in fact, the younger of the two boys that discovered Crystal Cave, to lower himself down into this hole, and thus discovered the cave. The Haycocks opened it as an attraction in 1912, ran it as Wonderland Cave from 1912 to 1941. That consisted of the dock area over there and the left-hand side of the cave. Right? In 1941, when the Haycocks sold their cave to the Wilkinsons shut it down. Now, the Wilkinsons owned Crystal Cave and decided that against running two caves at the time. They gave two reasons for closing. Now, of course, in 1941, the Second World War is well on its way. Not many people are visiting the island, even fewer are visiting the cave. And also in 1941 was a third cave called Leamington. Okay? Leamington is only about half a mile down the road from here. They had tours going into their cave as well. The Wilkinsons didn't want to overcompete, so they focused on just their cave, Crystal. Did that until 1999, when Leamington Cave finally closed its doors to the public. It gave the Wilkinsons a reason to reopen the cave after 2 years of development, putting in all of the concrete, of course the plastic, and extending the dock area around the corner here. They would rename the cave from its original Wonderland to Fantasy and open up down here in 2001.
Why is that so dark, those parts there? It looks like it's burnt.
The color is the soil.
Oh, okay.
So the brown and orange again is iron oxide. The black and gray is manganese oxide.
Okay. All right, so there were the caves. The weather looks like it's starting to get questionable, so I think I'm going to jump on my bike and get going. But it's really cool. I think this might have been when we were in under the caves, and he said there was a hill, so it might have been up around that area. Let's just zoom in and see what that sign says so I don't walk all the way over. The first visitor's entrance. So I think if you go up there, you can kind of see in the hole where the kids first lost their cricket ball. And so there you go. So there was the Crystal and Fantasy Caves. And now we're going to drive home. It's about 1:30 now. And off we go. All right, so we're just leaving. And just through the property there is where we had walked over to the Fantasy Caves. And you can get over to the Swizzle, or you can just walk down the main road here. Let me just get out to the edge a little bit. So it's just down over that hill, but as you can see, there's no sidewalk. So you're probably best to just go in where the caves are and walk across. I don't know if they might just let you keep your car there. Oh, you wouldn't have a car. Scooter there. But anyway, so that was fun. Met a nice couple, David and Valerie Young from Nova Scotia. And this is the Crystal Cave Road, so we're just gonna head back home. All right, I'm back. I'm freezing. The weather changed a little bit. It's rainy. It just started to rain just as I was coming up the street. I'm just gonna put the camera, place it somewhere here. So there, I hope you like the caves. Met a very nice couple, David and Valerie from Nova Scotia, down Musquodoboit Harbour way. And just walked in the door, my hands are freezing. So guys, it was very nice to meet you and check out the caves. So yes, I got a card from Aileen. Aileen had sent me a Christmas card, so thank you so much. So I just got that this morning when I went to deliver my package. So it says, have a happy new year, and we have cooled down to the 70s. She's in Arizona, in Lake Havasu City. Hope I'm saying that right. So it's cooled down to the 70s, and she ran out of time to knit any gifts, and I was sure I'd have enough time to get the pop-up cards done, but work just got in the way. I guess I should start in January, and that's what I'm trying to do with Christmas stuff for next year. So anyway, I hope you like the Crystal Caves. Well, you would have seen the video, so hopefully I edited it a little bit for you and it wasn't too boring for you. But it was really cool. The first guide we had was Terrence, and the second guide that we had was Michael. Michael had gone to Warwick, where the girls go to school, so we were talking about the school and stuff. He went there years ago. So yeah, it was really neat. I had seen the Crystal Caves, the first one we went down. I had done that with the kids a couple years ago. It is pricey, but it is beautiful. It's something unique and different. He said there's probably about 200 caves around the island. Michael, our second tour guide, said they're privately owned. It's not government owned. It's pretty much on the people's property, so they own the caves. So they're privately owned, and he said they take really good care of everything, maintenance-wise and everything. They're well taken care of. Very clean. Everything's very nice there. Little gift shop, little cafe. I didn't go towards the cafe. I should check that out for you to see prices. Swizzle is just right up the street there, so that's a fun place. There's, I was telling the couple, there's a set of gift books, not gift books, guest books, in the restaurant, and they date back, Dad and I were there a few years ago, and they date back to, I think, the 60s or 70s, and you can fill out the guest books, and you can carve your name in the tables, you can write on the walls, you can leave business cards, people write all over the stuff there. That's the original Swizzle out there, and then there's another Swizzle here in on South Road in Warwick. So there you go. So I hope you liked our field trip Friday. I'll go somewhere next week, hopefully somewhere warmer. So that today cost me $30 to see both of the caves. It's $22 for an adult. I think it said, I don't know, I zoomed in on the sign, kids under 5 I think are $10 and over 5 or 15, I can't even remember. You'll have seen the sign, sorry about that. So anyway, so that was the Crystal Caves and Fantasy Caves, and that's out in, what part of the island is that? It's not St. George's. Hamilton, I think? Hamilton, there's a parish called no, it's not Hamilton. Or is it? There's a Hamilton Parish. Anyway, it's really cool. You should check it out when you're here sometime, and if not, you just watch the video so you don't have to. All right, I'm gonna go warm up and get some lunch. So thanks for coming with me, and I'll be back with some more videos soon. All right, take care, guys. See ya.